I only took half of my time.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Here we are, once again, finding on ourselves in a time when justice, once a pillar supporting our democracy, seems to have become a simple commodity, available in different forms and delivered at varying speeds, dependent upon who the target is. There is no clearer example of this than our federal government's treatment of Hunter Biden. Just this week, Americans watched in disappointed awe as the son of a president of the United States received a sweetheart deal on tax fraud and a felony gun possession. Can you fathom for a moment the consequences for one of my constituents if they committed even a fraction of what Hunter Biden has done? If any of you did it, you'd be in jail. A gun infraction of that magnitude, putting a false Social Security number in an application while you're high. And yet we have hundreds of, probably thousands, I'm not wrong, not hundreds, thousands of individual people who've committed accidental mistakes with a gun where they didn't have their permit with them, where they went into another state where they're not permitted. Just happened recently to a young black woman a little time back. She had no infractions against her, didn't do anything wrong, didn't even have a parking ticket. And she crossed over from Pennsylvania, where she had a license to carry, into New Jersey. And she was stopped by a state trooper. First thing she told him is, I have a gun, I have a license for it. She didn't realize she needed to have a separate license for the state of New Jersey. Never committed any crime whatsoever, not even a speeding ticket. Single black mom. You think she got the treatment Hunter did? She didn't. She got 3 years in jail. 3 years in jail. Justice for you, but not for me? Is that what's coming out now? This behavior is why so many in our country, myself included, continue to grow more and more frustrated and angrier with their federal government. So while the DOJ lets Hunter Biden walk free and continue to parade around the world doing God knows what, and some more information just came out today that's unbelievable from the IRS whistleblower. It's going to really rock everybody's world a little bit, and it involves the president. We're going to push for answers. We're going to push for answers because that's what the American people want. But what do you know? The same DOJ letting Hunter Biden off the hook also continues to slow walk any and all material requests on this topic despite months of requests. We get it. We know what you're doing. Mr. Uriarte, you're a nice guy. I really do. I think you are. You're a nice man. I like you. And I thank you for coming back today. But enough is enough. You must either be on the side of a system of justice that ensures fair and equal treatment for all, or are you on the side of a system that caters to the privileged and the powerful, a system that bends the rules for those with connections, while the average American is left bearing the brunt of its harshness. There is no middle ground here. There is no room for compromise. So, Mr. Uriarte, I will ask you very clearly again, given the gravity of this committee's concerns, why did we receive an insubstantial response from the United States Attorney David Weiss rather than a direct response from the Attorney General of the United States, to whom we addressed our May 25th letter regarding the removal of an IRS whistleblower, and some of that more is coming out today, from the Hunter Biden investigation? If you could do it quickly, I'd appreciate it. Thank you.
Congressman, thank you for the question. You know, as the Attorney General has said, our goal is to treat like cases alike and to, in this circumstance, ensure that we can demonstrate some independence related to this matter. The Attorney General. The Attorney General has supported U.S. Attorney Weiss, who was appointed under the prior administration, continuing this investigation. And response to the letter that we received from the committee had specific questions about his investigation.
And we thank you, and we've heard that before, but can you guarantee that the committee will receive a detailed and substantive response to our May 25th letter, that was a long time ago, by July 6th, from Attorney General Garland himself, and not from a delegate, not from one of his delegates? What does he think? What's he going to say?
Well, Congressman, part of my responsibility under the Justice Manual is to respond to letters from Congress, and so, that is obviously something we'll take into account as we determine how best to proceed from here.
I still have no answer.
Okay.
I thank you, and I yield back.